Hello, Rising 7th grade Carson Panthers. Welcome to the Rising 7th grade Academic Advisement presentation. During this presentation, I will share with you a little bit about Rachel Carson Middle and how our middle school is set up. We will also review what courses are available and where to find resources when making decisions about your course requests for next school year. Now, the very first thing we want to do is pause and take a really deep breath. Middle school is a big change, and there's lots of information for you. You do not have to memorize any of it. Don't stress about not remembering everything you hear. This slide deck will be posted in a Schoology group that you have been added to, the Rising 7th grade information group. Let's get to know a little bit about RCMS. We are the Rachel Carson Panthers. Our mascot is the panther. Our colors are purple and teal. We serve about 1,350 students in grades 7 and 8. 7th graders are primarily downstairs, and 8th graders are primarily upstairs. Let's meet our administrative team. Mr. Washington is our principal. Miss Miley is our Director of Student Services. We have 3 assistant principals, Miss Ahivwe, Miss Cosgrove, and Miss Reeser. We also have an after-school specialist, Mr. Barrows. You will see them every day in the hallways and all around the building. Our Student Services Department has 5 counselors, and we are led by our awesome director, Miss Miley. School counselors are supportive and want to help you have a smooth transition to middle school. We will be supporting you throughout your time at RCMS. Each one of us has one 7th grade team and one 8th grade team. All students are randomly assigned to a team. Each team is in a pod area of the school. The pods are where the lockers and core classes are. Your core classes are English, science, history, and math. Your locker will be assigned based on your team. Here are our 5 7th grade teams. Carson follows a block schedule with odd and even days. We call them A days and B days. You have 8 classes total, and each school day you will go to 4. A days will be 1st, 3rd, 5th, and 7th periods that you will see on your schedule. B days will be 2nd, 4th, 6th, and 8th periods that you will see on your schedule. Lunches are part of 5th or 6th period, depending on if it's an A day or a B day. On the 1st and 2nd day of school, when you go to your 5th period and 6th period class, those teachers will tell you which lunch you have. Each class is 85 minutes long, except 5th and 6th period, which includes an extra 30 minutes for lunch and 15 minutes for recess. Students have 5 minutes in between each class. We do have a brain break recess every day. All students will go outside unless the weather doesn't permit, and then recess is held inside. On your schedule, 8th period will look like the example shown at the top of the screen. It's called Advisory 7 and is then followed by your assigned advisory teacher's name. 8th block occurs every B day and includes return periods or advisory, which we also call Panther time. Return periods are where we rotate through all of our other classes, returning to 1 class per 8th period block, followed by then going to advisory. You can see an example of the calendar from September. You can see on September 10th, the calendar shows R4/8, meaning during the first half of 8th period on that day, students went to their 4th period class for the return period from 12:50 to 1:30 p.m. During the second half of the block, 1:35 to 2:15 p.m., students went to their 8th period advisory teacher. The next B day shown is September 12th, and you can see students went to their 5th period during the first half of the block and then to 8th period advisory for the second half of the block. When we begin return periods for the school year, we start with returning to 1st period. The next B day would be returning to second period, and so on until we have rotated through all 7 classes. Then we start back with rotation to first period again. Some B days we have advisory only during 8th period. On these dates, the calendar shows an 8 only. An example can be seen on October 15th on the calendar here. Here we go to our advisory teacher and we remain there for the whole period. During the first half of that block, we will have office hours where students may visit other teachers for support or help. During the second half of the block, we have advisory lessons and activities that include social and emotional or SEL lessons and school-wide announcements and activities to help build community and connection. Soon you will see a Rising 7th grade Schoology group in your Schoology account. This will have lots of resources such as the course selection sheet, a video on how to input courses into the Google form, the Panther Pathways booklet, this presentation, and all other resources to help you get ready for 7th grade. At times, we will post announcements in the group and you will see those notifications. You can also come back to this presentation, which is found in Schoology, and click the link for the name of the group on this slide, and it will take you directly to it. The RCMS Survival Guide is a helpful tool for you. It will answer many of the questions you have about middle school. You will be able to access it on the Rising 7th grade Schoology group, or you may click on the link on this slide to open it up. It is linked here and in the Schoology group so that you may access it at any time. So, what will your courses be at RCMS? We will do some simple math to see how your class schedule is built. Everyone will take 4 core classes: English, Science, History, and Math. Everyone will take 1 year of 7th grade Health and PE. Everyone will have 2 class periods that are filled by electives. On your schedule, you will see these 7 classes plus 8th period advisory. Again, 2 of the class periods on your schedule will be your electives. At Carson, we have 3 types of core courses. Remember, your core courses are English, History, and Science. We have AAP courses open to students who are currently receiving AAP services in elementary school. These are not available to be chosen by students who are not already AAP eligible. We also have regular curriculum, which meets the state-mandated expectations of learning in each subject area. We have honors courses in each of our core curriculum areas. Honors courses are the same curriculum as regular, with some additional extensions and expectations. Honors courses are open enrollment. Any student may choose 0, 1, 2, or 3 honors courses. The course material in honors goes faster than in general classes and covers more material. Students in these classes have more homework and reading. Students should only choose honors courses if it is a class subject that they are very interested in, they can handle an increased workload, and they can keep up with the quick pace of learning. Students do not have to take any honors courses in middle school. Students should take their time considering whether or not an honors course is the best choice for them. Please keep in mind that honors classes go at a faster pace, and being an independent learner is critical. Students can take no honors courses, 1 honors course, 2 honors courses, or 3 honors courses when looking at English, Science, and History. The link on the title of this screen takes you to this flyer that gives very helpful information to consider when thinking about taking an honors class. All students considering taking any honors class should read this flyer, which is found in the Schoology group for Rising 7th graders. Our 7th graders have 3 different math courses that they could be placed in. Math goes in a sequence. Generally, your next math is based on what math you are currently taking. If you are in Math 6 right now, you may choose from pre-algebra or pre-algebra honors. Your choice will be based on whether or not you would like to take an honors version of the math class. That means a faster pace, more homework and learning, or if you would rather take the regular. If you are in Advanced Math 6 right now, you will go to pre-algebra honors. You may not sign up for Algebra 1 honors. Students who score a pass advanced of 500 points or more on the Math SOL in 6th grade will be placed in Algebra 1 honors for 7th grade. Below each option shown on the screen, you can then also see what your 8th grade math class would be. Pre-algebra and pre-algebra honor students will go to Algebra 1 or Algebra 1 honors for 8th grade. Algebra 1 honor students in 7th grade will go to Geometry honors in 8th grade. This flyer has additional detailed information about all of the math courses offered at RCMS. Please take some time to read through it before deciding on your next math class. This resource is posted in Schoology with all the other academic advising resources available for you and is also linked on this slide by the name Math Course Offerings. Soon you will receive your course selection sheet from your counselor. This is the form used to choose all of your classes for 7th grade. You will take the form home and fill it out with your parents or guardians. We are going to discuss all of the steps to filling it out. First, you will complete step 1, found on the top half of the sheet. You will be selecting your English, history, and science choice by choosing either regular or honors. If you are an AAP student, the AAP section on the right will be filled out for you so you can continue in AAP classes in 7th grade. AAP students will not be choosing regular or honors courses in English, history, or science. You will simply leave that blank. Then you will move to step 2. Here you will be choosing your math course for 7th grade. Remember, you are choosing your math course based on the math that you are currently taking in 6th grade. Now, let's talk about choosing electives. The bottom half of your course selection sheet is for elective choices. This is step 3 on your form. In your schedule, you will have 2 class periods that are for electives. We will have 3 options to fill those 2 elective periods. Option 1, you can take 2 year-long electives. You would have those 2 electives for the entire school year. Option 2, you would choose 1 year-long elective to fill 1 period block in your schedule and 2 semester electives to fill the other elective block in your schedule. Option 3 is to choose 4 semester electives that would fill your 2 elective periods. We have 2 semesters during a school year, August to January and January to June. If you select option 3, you have 4 electives that interest you, and in the first semester you would be taking 2 of them, and in the second semester you will have the other 2. Let's look at some examples of student schedules where students chose one of the 3 options. Option 1, this student chose 2 year-long electives, chorus and Spanish. She will be in those 2 electives for the full year. You can see YR next to the class period, which indicates year. Option 2 is a student who chose 1 year-long elective and 2 semester electives. He chose Spanish for the full year, and Engineering 1 for half a year, and Family and Consumer Science or FACS for half a year. Option 3 is a student who chose 4 semester electives. In this example, she has Computer Solutions and Engineering 1 for the first half of her year, and Coding and Engineering 2 for the second half of her year. Let's look at how you will make your elective choices on your course selection sheet. If you decide to take any year-long electives, you will mark your sheet with a check mark next to that course. Priority is given to year-long elective choices, meaning if you choose a music or a world language class or any of our year-long electives, you will likely receive that elective. If you choose semester electives, you will need to rank them in order of how much you are interested in them. They are to be labeled in number order by your preference. Number 1 is the elective that you most want to take. Number two would be the one you next most want to take, and so on. It is recommended that you select 4 to 6 so that if your first choices are not available, you will still likely be able to have electives that you are interested in. The Panther Pathways booklet is an excellent resource to find out about our electives. For each elective, there is a description, whether it has prerequisites, what grade levels can take it, homework levels and expectations, and highlights about the course and more. This is linked on this slide with the name Panther Pathways booklet and is also posted in the Schoology group for rising 7th grade students. World language courses are offered in middle school. On the screen, you can see the courses that are offered at RCMS. World language classes are year-long electives. If you take a world language course in middle school, you receive high school credit, and the grade then shows up on your high school transcript and counts in your high school grade point average or GPA. Pause. Please think carefully about taking a world language in middle school. These courses are not easy, even for native speakers. Courses include reading, speaking, and writing in the language that's being learned. Taking a language is not required in middle school. You can wait and take a world language in high school. These are challenging high school courses. The curriculum is not modified, not reduced, and not changed from what high school students are taking. If you decide to take French or Spanish in 7th grade, you will be choosing level 1 on your course selection sheet. Japanese is offered as level 1 part A for 7th grade. If you decide to take this course, you will take level 1 part B in 8th grade. Japanese Immersion 1 is only open to students currently in Japanese immersion programs in elementary school. There are some things to think about when choosing to take a world language. Consider the pace of the learning, the vocabulary to learn, and the practice time that you will need to invest. You will have nightly homework. Remember, you can also choose to take a world language in 8th grade for the same high school credit. The course offered at RCMS is the exact same curriculum offered in high school. It is not changed to a middle school level. If you choose to take a language in 7th or 8th grade, you will receive 1 world language credit for each year of language that you complete. The credit will go on your high school transcript and is counted in your high school grade point average. Some students will take level 1 in 7th grade and receive 1 credit, level 2 in 8th grade for a 2nd credit. Other students can take level 1 in 8th grade to receive 1 credit from middle school. And still other students do not take a language in middle school at all. You may choose any of these options. If you decide to take a language in 7th or 8th grade, then you will have 1 year or 2 years of world language credit, and you can continue language classes in high school. The boxes on the bottom row show the high school path after completing any of the options in middle school. If you don't take a language in 7th grade, you can take other electives and then take a language in 8th grade if you like. These would be the options or progression shown in green. If you take a world language level 1 in 7th grade, you can take level 2 in 8th grade, and this progression would be shown in the orange boxes. If you are in level 1A Japanese in 7th grade, you will take level B in 8th grade, which is shown in the white boxes. If you are in Japanese 1 immersion in 7th grade, you will take Japanese 2 immersion in 8th grade, which is shown on the blue boxes. In any of these cases, you can continue with the upper levels of the language of choice when you get to high school. Here are our semester or half of a year electives for next school year. Semester 1 goes from August to January. Semester 2 is from January to June. On some electives, you see the word prerequisite after the name of the elective. This means that you have to take a course before you can take that course. For example, Computer Solutions is a prerequisite for Coding 1, which means you have to take Computer Solutions before you can take coding. Remember, You will rank your elective choices using numbers and in the order of your preference. Do not use X's or check marks for semester electives. Please select 4 to 6 choices of interest in the order of your preference. Be aware, classes fill up quickly and there's always a possibility that you will not be able to get into your top choices. A number 1 that you write on your course selection sheet means it's your first choice, 2 is your second choice, and so on. Here's what the complete course selection sheet looks like. It is 2 pages, front and back. Everyone will receive a blank one from their counselor. On your course selection sheet, you will be following step 1, step 2, and step 3 on the first page. You will start with putting your name and student ID at the top. Step 1 is your core classes, English, history, and science. Step 2 is your math selection. Step 3 is your elective choices. You will find information about honors classes on the back page. There is also a checklist for you to review on the back page to make sure you have followed all the necessary steps. Once you have completed the entire form, including your information at the top, you will sign it and your parent or guardian will also sign it. This form is then handed to your 6th grade counselor by no later than February 7th. We are now going to watch a short video on how to enter your course requests into a Google form. The link for you to enter your courses will be provided to you by your elementary school counselor. You will use this Google form link once you have finished selecting your courses and written them on the course selection sheet. So, your steps in order will be 1. Complete the course selection sheet. 2. Enter those courses into the Google form. And 3. Hand your course selection sheet back to your counselor. Pop quiz. When is this form due back to your counselor? That's right, Friday, February 7th. In addition to our Schoology group for you, the Rachel Carson website has an academic advising page for rising seventh graders with lots of resources. You and your family can access this anytime by going to the school's website, clicking on the Student Services on the left side menu. Then you will see the academic advising link. Additionally, all students and parents and guardians are encouraged to come to curriculum night on January 15th at RCMS. The Carson catalog on the RCMS website has course descriptions for all of our courses, including core classes. Let's review your plan. You have 7 steps to get ready for 7th grade. Number 1, receive your course selection sheet. Number 2, talk with your family and teachers about what classes will be good for you to take. Use the resources that are available to you to get information about classes. Number 4, complete your course selection sheet. Number 5, enter your chosen courses on the Google form link provided by your counselor. Number 6, turn in your completed course selection sheet to your counselor. Number 7, come visit us in February for elementary school visits. It's important to really think about class selections thoroughly and wisely because it is very difficult to change classes later on and once the school year starts. Every one of you is different. Don't take classes based on what your friends are taking. Just because a friend tells you that they're signing up for the same class does not mean that you will have it during the same period as they do. Take core classes that you want, whether it's regular or honors, and take electives that you are interested in. Thank you for paying attention and learning about your process to get ready for middle school. That was a lot of information. Remember, you don't have to memorize any of this. It's all available for you to review again from your Schoology group. Your questions are important. If you have questions, please direct them to your elementary school counselor so that the answers may be provided to you.